Hey guys, it's Kendrick with Providence Tarot. So I just wanted to go ahead and get out your weeklies for this week. I may even do another bonus set of weeklies, and with a different type of deck or energy. But I'm going to get these cards shuffled. Right now, it's so cold in New York City. I know it's probably cold in the rest of the country. And it is so freaking windy, you guys. Aquarius season letting us have it. Letting us have. So what's been going on? Have you guys been being ruthlessly honest? Have you guys been holding back on your honesty? Have you been taking time to just really focus on yourselves? Wow, the Chariot just popped out. Determination and self-control, career advancement, acknowledgement of success by others. Okay, so this Chariot card, it's interesting because when I was shuffling the deck before to clear out the deck, a card that I got yesterday during our ritual meditation popped out for me, and it was the Lovers. And then I also got this card because I chose two, and it's the Chariot. So that energy is reiterating itself with me today. But this one is talking about the ability to see one's capabilities and how you can move forward with confidence, knowing that you have what it takes to succeed and to make things happen, and be unapologetic for that, okay? So this is kind of like really owning up to your bossness, really, most of us. That's what you need to be doing. But then it also takes some skill and some planning as well. And that's something that you don't want to allow yourself to get overwhelmed by, the idea of having to deal with, like on the way to success, all of the things that have to be done. The Chariot represents Cancer, who is ruled by the moon. So that is talking about, your body, the fluctuations and the changes that your body goes through. It's also talking about evolutions and the changes that you might see. It's also talking about a need for understanding and relatability, right? Relating to your external environment instead of just relating to your own internal environment. It's up to you to make a decision to want, okay? That's what it's talking about, because this is Cancer energy and it's very intuitive. So you know and you feel very well, and you really are trying to just be fair to yourself, because we put a lot of energy and focus into other people when we need to just focus on us. Aries, what's your card this week from the Angel Power? I'm using it again. Six of Gabriel. Okay, so the sixes are really talking about really seeing eye to eye. It's talking about compromise. It's talking about understanding, making choices within a group of people, understanding that people have different needs, and understanding that you have needs that need to be met. Exactly, right? And then this is also understanding that your needs have been met and feeling good about your needs being met. It's also maybe some of you might be going forward with something and you feel very good about that. It's kind of like feeling very successful. It's Jupiter and Leo, so there's some expansions that are happening, and it's in a heartfelt way. You're feeling very soulful about this experience. It says, congratulations, you've done a wonderful job. Time to move on to the next project, awards, scholarships, and promotions. Okay, so you're making decisions. Taurus, we only have a minute. Angel Power Tarot. You have the Knight of Michael. This is the Knight of Swords, okay? So this is talking about quick communication. Some of you are giving quick communication with a little bit of a snap. You might be giving somebody a little bit of attitude, and some of you might just be trying to get a job done or trying to get information to someone quick enough so they can get a job done. Some of you might be training someone, and you may have not even been anticipating having to train this person, so it's like you're doing it very quickly and you're almost a little bit annoyed with it. That was something else. But some of you are really just kind of like expressing your opinion about something that no one may have even asked you about, but you feel like it's definitely needed in this scenario. It's almost like you're taking it upon yourself to give your opinion about something or voice a concern. to some degree. Taurus, does it sound like you? It says time to move quickly. Gemini, let's see where your card is from the Angel Power Tarot deck. Okay, this is almost like you getting your own card. And this is the Magician. So this is talking about the abundance and the awareness of what your resources are that you can use for yourself. Also, it's just talking about having clarity of the mind to be able to use these resources. Are you recognizing them in a way that, you know, is resonating with you? Or are you kind of like missing some of the messages or missing some of the signals? Or is there a disconnect because you're not seeing something for what it actually could be or what it is meant for or how it could get you from one step to the next? Because it really is talking about resources, and it is talking about the beginning steps of something that could be actually major, bigger than you anticipated it could be. Take the opportunity to use your skill in a way that you haven't before, right? Don't be too uncomfortable with that. Go for it, I would say, Gemini. All right, Cancer, let's see what's going on with you this week. You got Venus in Cancer. This is the Two of Raphael. So this is a deep understanding of an emotion. Maybe this is one that you're having with yourself. You might be understanding, you know, like choices that you might be making based off of your own emotions, or you might be sharing an experience with someone that might be very heartfelt, right? There might be some beauty within this, the sharing of the time, right? Because you're choosing to be with each other, or you're choosing to put aside this time to express to one another, and that involves time, and time is valuable. So that means that this person is really in a good way with you. It's very windy here, so like you might hear like the wind blowing and stuff. The card says two hearts dedicated to creating something wonderful. Kindred spirits, don't give up on those you love. So some of you might be rekindling with your own lovers. Leo, what's going on with you this week for the Angel Power Tarot, honey? You got the Star card. We're kind of liking that. It opposes you, but then it's also bringing a sense of balance. So there might be something that you're figuring out. You might be feeling a little bit more confident. You might be feeling a little bit more settled because you've gone in and you may have done some contemplating. You may have done some, you know, calming of the mind. And you may have tried to understand your scenario and your circumstance in a more mature way. Whatever it is, you are experiencing a moment of courage through vulnerabilities that you've already experienced. So you're coming out of it. You're kind of like rebalancing your chi or your chakras. Let's see what the card says. It says a dream come true. Believe in yourself. The end of a difficult situation. So it really does talk about having confidence, self-confidence, in a different way than Cancer. Virgo, what is your card from the Angel Power Tarot deck? New beginnings. Okay, this is Pluto. So this is talking about a rebirth of some sort. You might be giving up on something that you could have potentially understood as reaching a point of completion for you in the past, but maybe you're just kind of like giving up on it, or maybe this process or this project maybe fell through, or the plans may have changed. This could even be you just kind of like cleaning the slate, wiping the slate clean on something that you may have felt the need to control, that you knew that you didn't have control over, and you just let it go. You might be forgiving someone might be forgiving you, and you might actually be apologizing to someone. But it really is talking about setting yourself free from something that you felt a little bit tied to and resentful by. Libra, let's see what's going on with you. Angel Power, King of Michael. Okay, this is your energy, and this is wonderful because we are in Aquarius season, and this is a fixed air card. So this is talking about feeling really good and standing very firmly and almost being, you know, proud about the way that you may be handling yourself, right? With the people that you might be relating to, or just how you might be getting your point across. You might be thinking about the experiences that have led you up to where you are right now and why you think the way you do. and why you see things the way you do. It really is about perspective. It's about, you know, principles, and it really is about truth as well. A lot of the Libras out there may be looking for the truth, or you may not be taking anything but the truth. You know, it's like, not taking any prisoners and really not taking any clowns either. It is talking about wisdom and objectivity and open and honest communication. Scorpio, what's going on with you this week? Oh, the Queen of Michael. So this is the Queen of Swords, and this is cardinal energy. So this is talking about you maybe wanting to initiate something, and it's out of a need to express, right? You want to express some information, or maybe you want to talk to someone. You might want to say something, or you might just want to bring some clarity to a situation, or give some advice, actually, because the Queen of Michael really does like to give some thoughtful advice, and she likes to get the feedback on that advice, but not too much, because the advice that she's giving is actually very useful, and it's not really a rhetorical question when she asks, or it is a rhetorical question when she asks sometimes, because she knows that you know the answer, or you may not need to ask her anything because she's giving you all of the answers, okay? It says you know exactly what to do, the benefit of experience, a time for career rather than relationships. So you're focusing on your grind. Okay, Sagittarius, what's going on with you? You got your card. Work solutions. This is Temperance. So this is allowing yourself to see that sometimes your plans may not go exactly in the direction that you want them to go in. But once you feel like you're being tested, now it's time to sort of like balance things out, recalibrate, see if you can work things in a different way so that you can still get you what you want. It just may be at a different time. You may have to go around about, or you might just have to reconsider your options, right? It is talking about staying grounded spiritually and looking towards your belief systems to guide you. Yeah, and really give you some truth. And this is talking about going off and having your experiences so that you then can like absorb some information from your divine spirit, and that's going to really be positive for you moving forward. It's going to get you what you want, Sag. Capricorn, what's going on with y'all? Page of Michael. Okay. So some of you might be a little bit sharp-tongued or sharp-witted, or maybe some of you may have gotten upset about something that you weren't informed about when everyone actually informed you of it. Some of it might be even a little bit petty from some of you because, you know, the truth hurts sometimes, and sometimes it's not even really that deep. That's what I'm getting. It wasn't really that deep. Somebody may have even said that to you. But this is because you were feeling challenged by a situation because you wanted to succeed, or you wanted to fare well in this scenario. You might just be like learning something, and you know you don't know all of the answers yet, but you are encouraged to stay focused and stay enthusiastic about this. It's new. It's a challenge. Be into it. The card says, an exciting new challenge. You have what it takes to succeed. Review contracts or documents thoroughly. Aquarius, it's your season. Seven of Michael, you got your card. This is talking about not really taking someone's word, or not really taking someone's advice, or you're reflecting on the truth of a situation, right? The sevens are talking about maybe being a little bit over emotional about the truth that may have been revealed to you, or you might be feeling like you want to go in a different direction based on some information that may have been revealed to you, right? Because the sevens are written in terms of like they're connected to the moon energy, right? Chariot, and the moon reveals things that are hidden. But, you know, whenever this thing is revealed to you, you may then make a choice, because the swords are talking about choices about what to do next, okay? Because what you're doing is you're getting the information and you're kind of like feeling a little bit like not right about it, Or you might just be feeling like you're almost there or you're getting somewhere, but you're not quite there yet. So you just need a little bit more clarity, or you might just need to be more honest with yourself about something. That's what I'm getting. You might need to be a little bit more honest with yourself, because you might have lost confidence in something, right? Because the sevens do have to do with confidence, moving forward with a situation or a scenario, or just moving forward with like how you think about something, or your thought process. You know what I mean? It's like um, what you know about things. It does say that there's a better course of action available to you. Working alone may not be the best answer. Reviewing all the details, that's important. Reviewing all the details are important. You know what I mean? Because you don't want to miss something, and you don't want to go in the wrong direction just because you were deceived, or maybe, there were maybe some questions that you didn't ask, or you just weren't paying attention, right? Because it's like when you're not paying attention to where you're going, then, you might fall into the wrong situation, be careful about the people that may be making you feel like they really do have your back, meaning in a way where like emotionally they're like maybe offering you something, or even maybe advice. You know what I mean? They could just be steering you in the wrong direction because they don't know enough about something. Or it could just be, you're asking for information from a source that isn't really, the appropriate source for you to be asking, right? So you might need to reconsider that. Reconsider your options. Reconsider the truth. Pisces. 3 of Ariel. Okay. So some of you are working hard. Some of you are putting some work into like art. You might be being creative. There might be like an art showing. I don't know why I'm getting that. Painting, something like that. You might be excited. It might be like a last minute thing. You got something and you're like, okay, you might have been waiting for your entry. Anyway, the 3 of Ariel is talking about, the effort and the energy that you are putting into the work so that you can show people that you are really about quality work, right? You value your work, and it really is about principle. There are no shortcuts here. You really are getting to the point when you show people about what it is that you're doing and why it's great, and they love that. Okay, guys, so the Ace of Raphael is the card that was at the bottom of the deck this week. And the Ace of Raphael is talking about, intuition, guiding light. That's what I'm feeling. Some of you might be feeling this, this sensation inside that, you may have a guiding light, which is like an angel or like a beacon or something like that of hope. That's what I'm getting. The Ace of Raphael is really also talking about new opportunities of love, of maybe even devotion. Some of you might be finding yourself newly devoted to someone. It's talking about romantic relationships. Some of you might be putting some energy into your creative endeavors, right? You might have some new inspirations in terms of that. And you might just be reconsidering how you're going to cleanse, right? Purify. There is a new moon coming up, and I know that a lot of us have completed some cycles, and some of us are completing some cycles, and some of us are starting cycles because we have completed cycles. And also, a lot of people are just kind of getting rid of things. It's like sloughing off the dead skin from Capricorn season, and now you're kind of like fresh with this new perspective in Aquarius season where we are now, and we're just really starting to understand who we are at this point after all of these things have occurred. These eclipses, these full moons, these blood, wolf, lunar eclipse, all of that stuff. And we really do want to have something better for ourselves as individuals in terms of love and feeling. and understanding who we are inside. So I think that's beautiful.